Good evening to you, thank you.
Ahoy! Ahoy! Ahoy, shipmates! Oh no, it's still not working. Oh. It'll be time for the brig for me, I think. This old captain's done. Look, tell you what, I'm going to be right on my game today. In case you're wondering, shipmates, I'm the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel. I'm only doing this now because I'm not sure how much longer my voice will last. It's a bit weak at the moment. However, I have been to see the ship's doctor, and he hasn't put me down just yet. But he has given me a course of very strong tablets. Hopefully they'll stave off the dreaded lurgy. 3 ships departed today. Shipmates got the MSC Preziosa. She's radioed in already. She's singling up. She'll be on our screen shortly. And there we've got the the Mine Chief 3. Sorry, the Mine Chief 3's radioed in already. MSC Preziosa, she's following next, and then AIDAPerla at 9 o'clock. Looking rather fantastic out there. Got a lovely sunset coming, so we're going to have some beautiful pictures, I think, for the 2 ship departures. And then the AIDAPerla is the German ship covered in light, so it'll be quite dark when she leaves at 9, so we'll get an excellent view of her. I think they're working out rather well. Oh, a quick look. I don't think cows I still need to fix cows. I've forgotten about cows. So this is Mayflower Park, with the Circus Extreme is in town. And the weather today has been wonderful. I mean, look at that. It's, 8 o'clock in the evening, and it's still 17 degrees C, 64 Fahrenheit, 64% humidity, and the wind is just about 7 knots. That's not too bad. It's blowing from the south, so I'm not sure we'll have any horns, not like last broadcast, which was a phenomenal hornage, possibly the best hornage we've ever had, other than when you have new ships, because some new ships are a bit honky. Right, I'm just giving myself a little drink. Make sure, nurse the old voice along. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, it's turning into be a cracking sunset. I still can't get itching. Problems with the internet on itching cam. Junction cams and ferry cam, they're not work well. Junction ferry cam is working, but I can't connect to it. It's all very complicated. Lots of things broken at the moment, including my voice. I think that was the horn of Mine Chief 3, because she's due away first. Yes, she's on the move. We'll see on the screen shortly. Oh, there we are. Oh, that was pretty good. The microphone faces the other way towards AIDAPerla, and the wind's blowing it, not helpful. So, but I still managed to hear it, so that's pretty good. Oh, it's got some stunning pictures. I think we're going to have some stunning pictures this evening. It's brewing nicely over here on Netlycam. Well, that's Mine Chief 3. She is right in front of us. That is a German cruise ship. In fact, it feels like Southampton, I've got to be careful with my words here, feels like Southampton's been invaded by Germans today. We've had 3 cruise ships, all from Hamburg, all on a sort of Northern European trip, all calling it Southampton. So Southampton's actually been bristling with German tourists. You can tell they're Germans. They're all walking around with high vis on and hard hats. Safety first. Mine Chief 3, she is on a 7-day round trip. As they say on the website, Wester Europast Weefeld. Bis Bremerhaven. My German is not very good. So it departed from Bremerhaven in Germany, then called in at Southampton. Next stop is Le Havre in Paris, then Zeebrugge in Bruges, Bruges for Belgium, and then Rotterdam in the Netherlands, and then back to Bremerhaven. Oh, sorry, Shibos, a bit of a cough there. I still... Oh, dear. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah, I thought some people said some stunning pictures. Yes, it's pretty good. It's an ideal time to watch. So hang on a second. There we go. That's slightly better. Feel like I need to gargle with some rum. I think that's probably what should be doing next. Oh, let's have a look at this. You can get quite a good silhouette of the smoke out the chimney on top, can't we? It looks a fairly smoky chimney, that one. I see someone right at the very top there as well. I'm not sure that we'll have too many waivers. We did have a waiver once on one of these sort of German ships, and they're up on the top deck, which is pretty decent. See, there's plenty of people in the chats, and Mine Chief 3 leaves with 2,540 passengers, 894 crew. She's got a maximum capacity of about 2,500 in double occupancy, so she is in fact pretty full. A bit light on the crew though. And in case you're wondering what Mine Chief 3 is, I think it's German for my ship. And being German, they're very creative. So you've got Mine Ship 1, Mine Ship 2, Mine Ship 3, Mine Ship 4, Mine Ship 5. I think up to about Mine Ship 8, I think. Mine Ship 3 has also some sister ships. Mine Chief 4, Mine Chief 5, and Mine Chief 6. So it even says it on the bow of the ship, so we can know which Mine Chief it is. Mine Chief 3 is 11 years old, built in 2014. Last refurbished in 2016, so I think she's probably due for a refurbishment shortly. Well overdue, I would think. Mine Chief 3 is pretty much based solely in Bremerhaven, and typically does European trips and then also some fjords trips, very similar to sort of our P&O.
Yes, yes, this one. Yes, this one.
Yes, yes, this one. Yeah, that's all secure. Start side to SO number 4.
Thank you.
See quite a few people up on deck, and I can't say I'm surprised. It's absolutely gorgeous out there. Wonderful, warm evening of great views. You've got lovely, stunning sunset, and of course the beautiful port of Southampton to look at. Slightly modified by past events. And as you can see, the symbol up on there, operated by TUI. Obviously, we got plenty of shipmates to chat. Ahoy there, Elizabeth Leaborn. She was first, right on the money today. Ahoy there, Land Rover 1965. Ahoy there, Elizabeth G. Ahoy there, Andrew.
That's all with Steve. Thank you.
Daddy.
Good listening. Watch on this channel.
Ahoy there, Leslie R. Ahoy there, Neil Mundy. Oh, then Nicholas August.
VTS, ready to go, approaching the hard line in. Commissioner Caron, please see the mine shift there.
And ahoy there, CS28. I know.
Ready? Oh, yes, please. Mind your feet, yeah. So pier head and 20 for the MSC to it.
That's all coming. Thank you.
Shipmate CS28, particularly fond of the horns, which we've had a little treat today. And ahoy there, Georgina Stevenson. I think I've got everyone. Yeah, got all the members of the channel. Well, the shipmate William says, Mine Chief, not very creative with the name, so no, I suppose they didn't call it Cruisy McCruiseface. Shipmate Nicholas August says, do all vessels calling at Southampton are required to, by law, to have exhaust scrubbers installed? I don't know, but what I do know is that some of the ships that have scrubbers on them actually look like they're dirtier than ships that don't, if that makes sense. The scrubbers, although they reduce the nasty gases that come out, they do seem to increase the level of smokiness, if that makes sense. Well, the shipmate Typhoon 1 says, Cunard have offered excursions to Stonehenge for us, for our US and German friends. Ah, Stonehenge, excellent. Yeah, it's not too far from the port of Southampton. It's probably about an hour away. Well, their shipmate Motion says, I tuned in when I left on MSC Virtuosa. Yeah, you get quite a few shipmates just turning into the channel to watch a departure, watch themselves on board, or watch friends and family. Hi there, shipmate Andrew Harris. Oh, I see. I think that's says I'm curious to know what sort of excursions will be offered for passengers coming into Southampton. Ah, okay, right. Excursions. You tend to get a lot for London.
Jet 7, shortly away from Town Quay.
So, in fact, some of them even call it.
Jet 7.
They even call it London. When I went on Norwegian Aqua to New York, they called it London brackets Southampton. But yes, you get quite a few excursions to London. I can see why the shipmate's talking about Stonehenge. Stonehenge, another popular one, and that's quite sensible to do in a day. I'm not sure what you can do by going to London. Some of the AIDA ships, they depart quite late, and I think that gives them enough time to nip up the M3. I don't know, do a rapid visit around London and then disappear again, I suppose. Doesn't sound to me ideal, but I suppose if you've never been to London before, at least you can see Big Ben and Houses of Commons and Madame Tussauds and all those sorts of things. Quick look on the map. No, it appears that no, the MSC Preziosa is not on the move just as yet. A few people out on their balconies. A bit of an odd time of day, an 8 o'clock departure. I mean, it's right during dinner if you're that way inclined.
BTS, MSC Preziosa, singled up on move shortly.
Preziosa. You just swinging off the berth?
Yep, they'd be middle swing.
That's all I see. Just see where the AIDAPerla's gone back now, so you've got plenty of time.
Fabulous.
Oh, I've forgotten I've got another camera, haven't I? Oh, there's the AIDAPerla. Shush. Noisy cars. Boy racers are out. Like we've got plenty of people up on top of the AIDAPerla. So Netlycam's giving us quite a good view. That setting sun there in the distance. Looks like we're getting a sort of interesting. Is that the sun? I don't know. Sun's there somewhere. I see, that was one of the red funnel ferries radioing in. This Saturday we've got what have we got this Saturday? Got something this Saturday. Oh yes, we've got 5 cruise ships this Saturday, and absolutely brilliant timings. I was looking at the timings earlier, and we've got these. So the 5 ships on Saturday are. Let's get this in the right order. We've got 2 at 4 o'clock. There's Celebrity Apex, Sky Princess. Maybe Celebrity Apex will head around the west channel for the Isle of Wight. I'm not quite sure where she's heading off to. Then we've got Ventura at 5 o'clock, Iona at 5:30, and MSC Preziosa at 6 o'clock, which means there's plenty of time for you to get back down to the galley. Oh, I reckon that's going to be a rather smashing day. It's going to be sunny, so we might suffer a little bit with reflections. It's going to be a nice warm day as well. Ahoy, the shipmate 1 Dan and his boat said, "Evening, Captain. My flag arrived today for me to hang on my balcony aboard Arvia on the 25th of May." Ooh, flag. Cool. There's been quite a few shipmates have been letting me know they've got flags arriving in the post or making flags. We've had some good flags lately. The one I didn't get last week was Cumberland. Sausages. Yeah, dinner time, isn't it? Yeah, that arrived. Then we had that last week. Then we also had a smiley face. Oh no, we had a duck, didn't we? We had a pirate duck. I'm not quite sure why we had a pirate duck, but we had a pirate duck. It was interesting. It was difficult for me to work out what it was, I have to say. A bit of an old challenge there. So there should be an audacious. When's the next live? Probably will be Saturday, I suspect. Because what have we got in between? Just Balmoral on Thursday, Britannia on Friday. Yeah, I suspect Saturday definitely. That'll be my next one. That'll be a big one. 5 ships and also tightly together and well spaced. Oh, shipmate Annabelle's got her flag as well. Fantastic. Got a lot of flag-carrying shipmates at the moment. Oh, and the MSC Preziosa is on the move. I can see she's just pulled away from the berth, and she's going to come back down to the middle swing ground. Let me quickly flick over to port cam. Take the microphone off for the minute. I'm trying to work out how I can make the microphone work remotely. I'm struggling with my ability to operate the NDI interface for some reason. Anyway, that's another technical problem for me. Nothing for you, unless you're an expert with NDI and OBS. In that case, I should like to have a word with you. Oh, there's no container ship. Oh, hello. There we go. So that's the... I forgot the name. Mine Chief 3. Forget such a simple name. She's getting close to the dock head. And you can see her there. She's just about passing the dock head as MSC Preziosa starts to enter the middle swing ground. Developing in some lovely colours this evening. And then when AIDAPerla leaves at 9 o'clock, she'll all be flashing and dancing as well. She's a bit of a show off, the old German ship. Well, they should make tour travels. Oh, apparently they also have a county flag for you on May 25th of May. Oh, gosh, 2 county flags. I wonder if you'll come from the same county. No, what are the chances? See, we seem to get lots of Leicestershire flags. I've noticed that. Well, the shipmate Laura Usher says, me and my mate will be on Iona in 3 weeks' time. We have my Bristol Bears rugby flag on show on the balcony off to the media fields. Oh, well, I'm glad you told me, because I wouldn't have any idea what the Bristol Bears flag looks like. I mean, if it's got a bear on it, I still probably wouldn't help me. Excellent. Gosh, there's a whole variety of flags. Yeah, getting some lovely reflection, even on the water now down here in Netley. Glorious sunset. Absolutely glorious. Definitely need to be up on deck somewhere with a rum-based cocktail as you sail away from the wonderful port of Southampton. Shipmate 1 Dan, and his boat says he thinks his county flag will be fairly easy to guess. We say that, but it's not always that easy. MSC Preziosa. Again, she is from Germany. She's from Hamburg this time, not from Bremerhaven, but she's also doing a German UK cruise. And she's calling in. She departed Germany same time, same day as Mein Schiff 3. And then she's calling it Southampton. Then
Yes, SP. That's us departing Empress for the...
SP, evening to you. Yeah, mine she's at Dockheads. MSC's left the berth, and just see where the AIDAPerla at the moment has gone back to 22.
Oh, 22. Oh, blimey. The AIDAPerla's moved again. She was going to be 7:30, and then it changed. Yeah, so I was like I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, yes. MSC Preziosa left Germany.
the Mein Schiff 3, that's Western Shelf out now.
Yeah, that's Mein Schiff 3.
Okay.
Western Shelf out. So yes, left the same day as Mein Schiff 3, calling in at Southampton, Cove in Ireland for Cork, then Belfast in Northern Ireland, Greenock in Scotland, Liverpool in England, then Falmouth. Falmouth is a wonderful port. It's the third deepest harbour in the world, and a shipmate left a comment, said thought I was rather snooty about Falmouth. I didn't mean to be snooty about it. Just when you're reading lots of these destinations, it just seems that. Anyway, I'm going to make myself in trouble again, aren't I? I can tell. Lovely Falmouth. Let's just leave it at that. Oh, it's like a painting, isn't it? What a great set of colours we've got this evening. Yes, so it's good to Falmouth and then back to Hamburg. I'll say Southampton has been overrun with German tourists. And I hope they've enjoyed the port. You could see them cycling around. They're all walking around. People had numbers in front of them who were going up the high street. I know that for a lot of tourists, Primark is often a big draw. Holiday shipmate Chris Cook says we have our county flag for when we depart on Sky Princess on the 30th of July. Excellent. Shipmate 1 down, his boat is working out to tighten the balconies next mission. Yes. Ideally it needs to be on the outside, because when it's on the inside, sometimes the reflection on the glass is rather difficult. I don't really know what to suggest. I don't know. Yes, good. I'll leave you to work that one out, shipmate. And if you can come up with a good solution, do share it, because I think it might be something that a few other shipmates might be interested in. Shipmate Tom Elkins, how was your holiday? How was your cruise? Oh, on Norwegian Aqua, pretty good. You can follow my films. I did a whole series of films. I can probably put one up in a link. Let's see if I can do that. Sometimes I'm quite good at these computery things. Other times, not so good. There we go. So I made a whole series of films, and I do realise I do need to finish the last one, day 11 of the 7-day cruise to Boston, which turned into 10 days to New York. I do realise I need to finish the last one, but my poor old voice doesn't seem to last long enough to record the film. Annoying. But yes, if you do like to watch my series on Norwegian Aqua, there it is. That's the first one, and there should be 10 of them. What, 11 there will be. Just need to make the last one. Oh, it's glorious, isn't it? Glorious colours. We've got the Circus Extreme down here in port. I'm not quite sure which way she's going to turn. She didn't say over the radio. Normally they give you a little clue if it's clockwise or anti-clockwise. We've had quite a few anti-clockwise lately. Shipmate 1 down, his boat's thinking of bungee straps. Yeah, I'm thinking that might be quite a good idea. Yeah, I think maybe those little sucker cups as well. I don't really know. Bit of string to sort of. I'm not sure. I've never really didn't really think about it when I was on there. I should have looked, because some of them you can't get to the edge of the balconies, can you? Anyway. Shipmate Chris Cook. Oh, he's got his wrong ship. He's on Sky Princess next year. It's Arcadia this year. Well, you shipmates booking up your cruises years in advance. I think you get yourself into trouble. Shipmate Typhoon 1 says Primark of all places. Yeah, I know. It's funny. You see people from the Isle of Wight on the Red Jets as well. They come over, go to Primark and go back to the Isle of Wight. No Primark on the Isle of Wight, apparently. Well, there's Shipmate Tafford. Welcome aboard, Shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing.
Only be there, thank you. See the islanders just coming out from Portsmouth, not called in yet. W. Clepida, Southampton BTS, Channel 12.
Shipmate Thomas Telford says their daughters of some friends came over from Switzerland a couple of years ago and went to London, asked them what they wanted to see or go, and they said Primark. It is a global phenomenon. It is incredibly fast, cheap fashion at a very reasonable price.
Danish ship W. Clepida, Victor 7 Alpha 4374, Southampton BTS on Channel 12.
They also make a lot of their clothing, Primark, very locally in Europe.
Yes, good evening to you. Request you check your position according to my equipment. You're dragging your anchor.
Oh dear, someone's dragging their anchor. Yeah, it's a very desirable shop. They're fast fashion.
Can you call me again when you have re-anchored your vessel?
There we go. MSC Preziosa. Quite a few shipmates on board. Yeah, they make all their clothes locally so they can get them into the shops more quickly. If you make them in China, you send them by sea. By the time it arrives, it's apparently out of fashion. Very odd business model. Right, MSC Preziosa. She's actually off on a, what are they calling it, a round trip to Northern Europe, but essentially it's the UK. And Ireland and Northern Ireland. If you're on the MSC Preziosa, you'd think you've got fantastic weather, aren't you, for this trip? It's not, I'm not saying it's usually rubbish in the UK, but it's not always the best of weathers. See, Preziosa's got a decent lick of speed there. I haven't had any numbers yet, or perhaps I wasn't listening from MSC Preziosa. I'm expecting she's probably very similar to the other ship. MSC Preziosa, she's 12 years old, built in 2013. Approximate maximum passengers around about 4,000, somewhere in that region. She last refurbished in 2021. She has three sister ships, the MSC Divina, MSC Fantasia, and the MSC Splendida. Shipmate Basement Bowman said he went to the CNA in the Netherlands. It was a blast from the past. I know. It's funny, isn't it? I've seen that as well. You just think, you don't even think that name exists. But, yep, still there in the Netherlands. Oh, there's shipmate Karen Dorber. Many thanks for your super chat or super sticker, I think. I'm not entirely sure what that was, but yeah, many thanks for your kind donation. Shipmate Elizabeth Leeborn's been on other webcams, apparently, other streams. It's Spotted Iona in Oldham. Yeah, there's lots of cameras around these days, aren't there? Oh, shipmate Dave Med says gaffer tape. Oh, yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. Yeah, gaffer tape might be quite good. has all sorts of other uses as well. I seem to remember when I was in Spain, I repaired some shoes with gaffer tape. The sole decided to leave the body, and I just wrapped gaffer tape around it. Worked really well. Oh, Shipmate Shepherd Book got some interesting info for us here. It says there are 8 active Mine Chief ships. The 8th Mine Chief Relax, gosh, breaking with convention there, has just entered service. The 9th will enter service next year and will be called Mine Chief Flow. Okay, unusual name. Maybe it's got a different meaning in German. MSC Preziosa. Oh, shipmate Jaco Dwaris. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Panzer Ghost says the MSC Preziosa just had a dry dock in Rotterdam. No, a few weeks ago. I wouldn't be surprised. It doesn't. I don't have those. My information. Oh no, MSC Preziosa was 2021. She's refurbished. No, it's the Mine Chief 3 that was doesn't been refurbished in a very long time, according to my info. It was like 2016. Yeah, 2016. That seems like a very long time. They tend to go like 4 or 5 years for a refit. Hi there, shipmate Paul Stanley. I think one of our shipmates has already answered their question, but it says, does the VTS staff have to be bilingual? No, fortunately, English only. It's the international language of the communications. Same with air traffic controllers, English only, although some of them can speak better English than others. I'm just going to check. I thought I heard that VTS said that it was 10 o'clock now for... Yes, AIDAPerla, 10:15. Well, that's a blow, isn't it? I'll have to come back for that, because AIDAPerla is quite pretty. So, yes, I'll come back for that. It looks like shipmate Barry Breen has given out a gift of Solent Ships membership. Excellent. And that was taken by Panzer Ghost. Cooties lights just come on. Well, there's not coochies anymore, it's deja vu. Shipmate Carol Andrews says, lovely night for a sail away. Oh, absolutely. It's still wonderfully warm out there. Look, see, now it's still 16.5 degrees. It's a very gentle breeze. Absolutely perfect. And a lovely sunset as well, to boot. Although the sunset pretty much has dissipated now. It's just a hint of it up there in the sky. Shipmate Type 1 says, yeah, every 5 years matches with the classification service and such. That's right, yes. A lot of things have to be recertified and checked on board, so that's part of what goes on with the refit, as well as replacing a few carpets and updating your casino machines and things like that. Oh, there's shipmate Andrew Burst. Welcome aboard, shipmate, man. Thanks for becoming a member. Make your way down to the galley, grab yourself a mug of grog. And enjoy some of the benefits of becoming a member. I like access to our Discord server and VTS radio. Well, the shipmate Shepherd Book says, I wonder if English is the international communication language because we Americans seem very adverse to learning other language. No, I think English is the international language because England was the international country. 2/3 of the world occupied by the British Empire, hence English is absolutely everywhere. I'm afraid the puny American Empire only consists of one country and a few little protectorates.
VTS MSC Preziosa PM.
And don't worry,
Preziosa, thank you.
I think the English are equally bad at learning foreign languages. I think probably the worst in the world. That's probably what makes us demand everyone else speak English. Well, the shipmate Andy Telford. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Well, the shipmate Thomas Telford says the 3 cruise ships must bring in a huge amount of money into the south of Australia. Yes, you make a good point, shipmate. It is unusual. Normally, the cruise ships... I forget the correct terminology now. That's my brain. My brain's not working very well since I don't feel very good. They normally start their cruises here or end their cruises or termination or there was an expression for it. I'm sure someone will let me know in the chat. And because of that, you do get some people staying in hotels the night before just because of the distance travelled. But they don't actually spend a lot of time in the port of Southampton. But today, like today, where all 3 ships are here all day, that's a lot of people in the port. And so, yeah, I suspect there'll be a few people taking the excursions, perhaps to the excursions to sort of Stonehenge or London or whatever was arranged. But yeah, I suspect there'll be an awful lot of people. I think an awful lot of people would be in port. I saw a lot of tours walking around. Hopefully they'll spend some money. It's supposed to be good for the port. It's great, really. It's a destination, isn't it? There's quite a few people up on top. I've not heard any numbers. I don't know if I've missed the numbers. But again, I would suggest it's probably very similar, almost full, I would say. And then AIDAPerla departing at 10:15 now. Well, I will do AIDAPerla because she does put on a good display with all her flashy LED lights. Looks like I've got a spider on port cam. Shipmate Michael Thomas says Palmer CNA has their men's trousers in Imperial and the tannoy was in English. Very odd. I don't even think CNA is an English company, is it? Isn't it a Dutch company or something? French company? I'm sure somebody let me know where CNA comes from. MSC Preziosa, like I say, she's 12 years old, still looking pretty fresh. I did see someone in the comments suggest that she was more of a cruise liner because the lifeboats are higher up. I've missed the comment. Shipmate Typhoon 1 suggested Preziosa was going to be Gaddafi's son's cruise ship with a shark tank on board. What was he going to do with a cruise ship, I wonder? Can't substantiate that comment. Probably might need to be fact-checked, that one. Well, the shipmate Sussex Rail enthusiasts, as they were in port on Sunday. My shipmate Michael Thomas says Dutch. I couldn't remember if it was Dutch or French or something. I thought it was continental. Well, beautifully calm evening, though. And the wind direction is... the wind direction is from the south-southeast. So it's like headwind. If you get a tailwind, you can be up on deck and it's absolutely beautifully calm. Shipmate Typhoon says party boat for the rich with a gold hull. Surprising but true when you go and fact check it. Well, there he goes. Maybe I should go and fact check that one. Sounds interesting. Certainly would be a big boat. I suppose there's a chance it would probably have a different configuration. Oh, Shipmate Typhoon says did a sea trials with a gold hull. Oh, I'm gonna have to look at this now. You've made me interested. Right, let's close down this distro AV. Let's see if we can find anything. Yeah, found a picture. Let's see if I can get that onto our screen. Not a very good picture, but I see what you're saying. How bizarre. I'll show you one that goes past Town Quay Pier. What there, Johnny B?
Good evening.
Well, the shipmate Williams says Saturday morning for the rival video might be good. Oh, yeah, that's true actually. And I'm not going to Dancing Man Friday night. Ooh, you may be right. Let me have a quick look at the times for the arrivals. I bet they're good. Saturday. Let's see. Saturday we've got arrivals. Oh, yeah, it's not bad actually. We've got the first one's 5:45. Hang on. My eyes
So
are...
I say thank you, Emma Balmont, Michelle, Horsetail Boy, Britannia B, the crossing over new ground for the 2100 Helen Pilot.
Oh, there we go. This is apparently what the MSC Preziosa looks like when it was gold.
Thank you.
Interesting. You would have thought it would have had much bigger cabins, wouldn't you? If it was being a rich man's play toy. Maybe they reconfigured it. Interesting. Yes. So yes, they'll probably be arriving around about 5. First one looks like it's 5:45, then 6:30. Probably all around about 6:30. So actually, not a bad shout. Which shipmate was that? Sorry, I've missed. I wasn't looked in my head. Anyway, whoever suggested a live stream Saturday morning, not a bad idea. Oh, shipmate William, not a bad idea that, because that'll be quite dense. Because they will arrive reliably at the same time. They don't always necessarily leave at the same time, but they too tend to arrive very reliably at the same time because they need to get into port to offload the passengers, unload the rum, unload the food and the eggs, and then they can start heading out after that. So yes, that's not a bad idea. That will be very dense. Doesn't mean I have to get up early though. I'm sure I can cope. MSC Preziosa.
W. Clepida, Southampton Beach, yes. Southampton Beach, yes.
Shipmate Ian Shuttleworth. He's back in Southampton due on Sky Princess to Iceland and Norway.
Yes, good evening. Question, are your engines running?
And then off, he's then off on Queen Mary 2 from Southampton to the Caribbean via New York twice, then back to Southampton. Is that the 185th Cunard celebration cruise? Is that one you're going on? Yeah, quite a few cabins at the stern. I wonder if there's a whole sort of stairwell in the corner. It's an unusual design. You'd have thought that would have been an ideal cabin location in the corner. I thought that would have been very desirable. It looks like we're getting a second bite at that sunset. It's just getting a few colours are just coming through again. It's subtle. I think it must be this as the sun's just coming down behind the clouds. It's often a gap between the clouds and the land as it really, really does finally set. Must be getting close to that, I would think.
Preziosa, thank you. Minesheet 3, SO4 outbound to be clear channel, MSC Preziosa approaching Dock Header.
Shipmate Michael Thomas says, do crew Shifts change when clocks change. Not entirely sure I know what your question is there, shipmate. No, I'm not sure I know what your question is. Oh, there's shipmate Thomas Telford says, just found this on the net. What did you find? Oh, yes, I found the money they bring in, the cruise ships bring in. That's true. Of course, don't forget, when the ship is in port, they will actually spend money to be moored in the port. They'll also require fuel locally, and all the fruits and veg, the rum, any rum that's required on board. So a lot of goods will come in. So even if they don't necessarily, and not necessarily from these ships because they've just visited, but all the other ships that start and stop their cruises, they will often fill up here in the port of Southampton. In fact, I did know someone who used to work for Cunard. Actually, no, she worked for Royal Caribbean. No, hang on, let me think about this. I don't remember now which one it was. Anyway, she worked for a cruise line, and what she did was buy all the required goods and source them in wherever they were. So some things you have to source as you go if it's a longer cruise. And I was quite astonished that she was doing some of this months and months in advance of ordering things from other countries. Absolutely fascinating. Shipmate Ian Shuttleworth says he's going... Oh, Queen Mary 2 in November. She's Southampton to New York, then New York to the Caribbean, back to New York, and then back to... Oh, I see. Oh, I think that's the later cruise, isn't it? That's not what the 185th celebration was. He's going to be waving towels from the balcony. Excellent, shipmate. That's just what we want to see, a bit of towel waving. My camera, there we go. Camera's being they've updated the software that controls the camera, and it's not as good as it was. Shipmate Mrs. G says, does anyone know when the Disney cruise is back in? Yeah, I think it's end of July.
BTS, MSC Preziosa, Western Schiff.
MSC Preziosa, thank you.
Yeah, it's quite late in the season. That'll be very popular. Normally the busiest crowd we have down in Mayflower Park for the Disney ships. Disney Fantasy, 31st of July, she'll be in port. Well, the shipmates, the pack, aka Andrew, asking how the throat's holding out and the voice. It's not doing very well, but I've been to see the ship's doctor.
BTS Mine Ship 3 approaching the hook out main channel out, please.
And the ship's doctor...
Mine Ship 3, that's 4 received.
Ship's doctor's given me some tablets, so we'll hopefully it'll go, because it's becoming very annoying. Oh, Shepherd Book beat me to it.
Received, thank you. We're just off Michelle there, and your next one, the Arrow.
Shipmate Andy Tilford's asking, when will Titanic 2 set sail? I don't know what's happening with Titanic 2. What's happening with Titanic 2 then? Because I did hear that it was going, someone was trying to make one, and then I did hear it ran out of money. No, I don't think it's a goer. It looks like it's been delayed again. Having a quick look on the internet. Shame, because it would actually be quite interesting to travel on a period cruise ship. You know, with none of the modern touches, but just that sort of old-fashioned opulence. Shipmate the pack. It says not much lights on this cruise ship. No, it tends to be white. So during the springtime, before the clocks change, the MSC Preziosa tends to leave on a Friday night when it's dark, and I don't tend to cover her. A couple of people have asked me, but mainly because it's not very well lit up, and so at night time you just don't see very much, unlike the AIDAPerla or any of the AIDA ships.
Red Falcon, thank you. Mine Chief 3 for outward bound clear channel, MSC Preziosa, Western Shelf outward bound. And the next one won't be away now till 22:50.
I see that have some flaring going on. Oh, there's shipmate the Pineapple. Torvet. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. There, look over on Boxcam, and there's some flaring going off down there at Fawley Refinery. Shepherd Book says, sounds like you need a nice warm mug of grog. I really do. Unfortunately, I don't think I can have mug of grog now. I've got some tablets to take. So I shall have to leave the grog until after the weekend. Well, the shipmate at Jumar says, evening, just back from Rotary. Missed all the sailings tonight. Well, there's one more actually at 10:15. And my AIDAPerla has been delayed. But you've missed some quite pretty skies. We've had a bit of a nice sunset this evening. Oh, I think I've covered most of the chat. If there's anything I've missed in the chat, and you want to remind me, just stick it in the chat again. Shipmate Nicola Lambert says, "Have you changed to Fawley Cam?" No. Still got Fawley Cam. Fawley Cam is here. Where's it looking at? Unfortunately, it's looking at a fence, so it doesn't actually see a great deal. There's works. This is just box cam. That's port cam. Oh dear, I can't get it right today. There's scaffolding and roofing work going on next door. The roofing work has finished on the roof of the next door where the camera is, and they've next to the camera they've nudged one of the cameras, and the other two cameras are being hidden by the scaffolding, and which is next to it, and the roof. But the roof's finished as far as I know, and I'd imagine the scaffolding hopefully will be coming down this week, and perhaps next week. Shipmate Paul Stanley says, cruise cam will be back online soon. The camera for a while was not working very well. It wasn't working full stop. So I've got the camera working, I've tested it, everything's working. I just now need to gain access to the property where it's located, and it's my communications are falling on deaf ears through the network, so I'm wondering if perhaps the people who are in there have gone on holiday. And I shall keep on it, so hopefully shortly, ideally before Saturday would be best, wouldn't it? I'll try again. Yeah, it's very calm and still out there. Oh, Icon of the Seas. Someone's doing Icon of the Seas. I don't know off the top of my head. Not this year. Well, I don't know. Don't know, shipmate. Yes, it's lovely place. It's just perfect sort of level of light. We're getting some of the lights on the ships, but we can still see the ship. It's not all dark and blobby. Yeah, that's almost like a little painting here, isn't it? There's 3 little ships, little sailing boats from Netley Cliff Sailing Club there. Shipmate Typhoon 1 says, great for watchkeepers like me. That Preziosa lit up like a Christmas tree. Couldn't see Icon's navigation lights when she passed one of my ships, and Mine Chief's pool TV reflected off the night sky. Yes. There's a couple of them where their pool televisions are absolutely amazingly bright. It's like headlights on top of the ships. You have these massive ships which are 300 odd metres long, and they've got a couple of green lights the size of torches down the side. It does make navigation tricky, but I suppose it's all lit up.
That's all we see, thank you. Have a good contact.
No excuse for not seeing it, I suppose. Doesn't seem like we're going to get any numbers from MSC Preziosa.
BTS Red Eagle, shortly departing Royal Bear.
Red Eagle, good evening, thank you.
Well, it should be AIDAPerla. Are you 3 years old? No, I think 5 years old, actually. I think the channel's 5 years old now. So YouTube had told me I had a 5-year birthday. The channel's 5-year birthday a couple of weeks ago. Oh, there's cameras. Oh, come on. Why is it struggling here? Really struggling with the remote control of the cameras, and I blame the new software. Oh, come on. Oh. Yeah. Got some flaring action there from Foley. There we go. At last. Managed to coordinate it. The red jets zipping past. I think I'm going to have to call in about my internet connection again. Last time I had some problems with the internet connection, they replaced the fibre optic cable, and the chap did say that if it's not really ideal, and I probably need a bigger length of it replaced.
That's what we'll see, thank you.
I think that's what's in order here. Right, I've got the appointment with the galley. So I'm going to head down to the galley, shipmates. I shall be back at, let me check to make sure. I wonder if they've updated the time again. Let's see. I wonder if Schiff 3's, no, sorry, AIDAPerla. I wonder if she's delayed because of.
Yeah, so obviously maintain watching this channel, and obviously keep clear of the outward bound cruise ships, first ones in the form channel.
I wonder if she's delayed because of people on coaches not getting back from London in time. That's happened quite often to the AIDA ships. Let's see what I can find. Back at 22:15. Doing there and there. There we go. Right then, shipmates, I shall carry on following. And be back at 22:15.
Jet 7, yes, please.
Thank you.
I've just noticed shipmate asking some questions. Shipmate Kevin McNeese says, where would be the best place to watch the cruise ships go? Would it be Hythe Pier or Western Shore? Western Shore is okay, but I've just noticed shipmate Typhoon's pretty much got the answer. It's Town Quay. Town Quay's excellent. You'll see pretty much all of them from Town Quay. Mayflower Park, you'll probably see them the closest, plus as added bonus, there's a nice cream van there in Mayflower Park. And Cowshot Spit is pretty good as well. You'll the Andromeda Cash Split, you see them relatively close, but they're actually going at quite a lick as they come past you there. So you don't see them for very long. Probably the best place is Mayflower Park. If they're in the higher berths, because they'll actually do a spin right in front of you if they need to, and you get a really good view of them. They're very close, and they're going slowly. You get plenty of time to look at them. Town Quay for the lower berths, but also everything comes past Town Quay. So, yeah, take your pick. Hythe Pier, not so good. Hythe or Western Shore. Western Shore, you're actually quite some distance. But if that's what you want, it's still not a bad view. Right, I am going to the galley now. Right, I'll be back shortly, shipments. Well, I should be back at 22:15.
Tony Beaver, that's all received, thank you. Still clear the Monchi 3's first outward bound from here, just approaching the PC.
Word champ. Good evening.
Word champion, evening.
BDS, word champion even, so yeah, just going to station CRS on number 6, should be within the next 5 minutes or so. We're in for 22 bath this evening, maximum draft 5.5, PC 1024, and we have 9 POB today.
Word champion, that's all. Let's see, thank you. You've got the Red Eagle just approaching Baines Lake outbound, and the last of the cruise ships due away at 22:15 from Ocean Dock.
That's all received, sir. Thank you.
CMA Jim Musford features, good evening. CMA Jim Musford, that's August 2, thank you. Well, all the deep water anchorages are currently in use, so if you can find a position to the south or to the west of the deep water anchorages, to the south to the west of the deep water anchorages.
BTS, MSC, Preziosa, Hokkaido, main channel C.
MSC Preziosa. CMA Jim Musford, Southampton BTS, did you receive my message? Yes, sir. So if you can find a position and call me before you drop your anchor so I can check your position. There's already a vessel in nav anchorage number 9. Red Falcon, good evening, thank you.
Chair, just departing Town Quay for Cows.
Roger, thank you. MSC Preziosa, reach bound clear channel with Champion about to get underway from SO6 and we're bound for the docks.
So I'll copy it, thank you. Oh, thank you. Yes, have a gate crossing.
Britannia B then, thank you. Yeah, evening. City of London, Vicky. Yeah, good evening. Obviously you're bound. And just the dredger by the AI. Yes, I see you are in our VTS area. Question, are you heading towards the dredge area in the vicinity of AI? That's all received. Yeah, if you can call me passing the tower, so I have outbound traffic. Champion, VTS.
BJS, we're champion yet on the way from SO6.
Thank you. Red Eagles SO1 outbound and the Red Jets at Dockhead.
Yeah, all received, sir. Thank you.
Red Eagle, VTS, copy with champion under.
BTS ready. Oh, yeah, that's all copied. Thank you.
Thank you. CMA CGM Musset, Southampton, VTS. Negative, nav anchorage number 10 and nav anchorage number 12 are foul anchorages. So request you go to the south to the west of the deep water anchorage. CMA CGM Musset. Information. Nav anchorage number 10, nav anchorage number 12 are found. Cannot anchor in these positions. You must go to the west or to the south of the deep water anchorages.
Jet 7, the wind champion. Jet 7, wind champion, evening, so yeah, we're just coming away around the tugs at Folly here. You have to go green to green. Thank you. BTS, Red Eagle, look out.
Red Eagle, thank you.
Thank you. AIDAPerla.
AIDAPerla, good evening.
Yeah, VTS,
That's all right. Yeah, wait here.
Southampton VTS, Red Falcon, good evening again, Northwest Netley, everything current at speed, please.
Red Falcon, yes, please. MSC Preziosa, I think. Yeah, good evening to you. You got any figures yet? MSC Preziosa, that's all I say, thank you. She free, that's what see the at least City of London might pull a boy inward bound very slowly for Sturbridge. station calling VTS. Clepida, VTS, yes, good evening. Yes, if you're happy there, and if you give me a call when you have finished again, your access port up again. AIDAPerla, VTS.
Yeah, VTS, the AIDAPerla. Well, all on board now. Average.
That's all received, thank you. PM VTS.
BTS, we're champion.
Yeah, good evening. AIDAPerla is going early. Just let go her last line. So head out and pull.
BTS, see, we're champion, yeah. Copied part of that message, so yeah, AIDAPerla is sailing early. Yep, we'll stick tight on the greens. Let's say we're in for 22.
We'll see. Good.
Thank you.
Check back at Seaboat. Good in.
Oi, ship! It's a sneaky little cruise ship. Wasn't supposed to be leaving till 10:15. Not 10 to 10. I'm busy down the galley. Good honks though from AIDAPerla. I could hear the outside microphone on my headphones. Shipmate Type 1 said might have been it was 3 short. I only heard the last half the last one. But 3 good horns, some good honks there from AIDAPerla. I think she's got a light shoe on. I can see lots of colours. I can't really see much at the moment. Annoyingly, we've got a ferry blocking our view as well. How about where's AIDAPerla going? Well, she started off in Germany, I think, like all the other cruise ships we've had this evening. She started off in Hamburg. And she did slight day before the other ship. Then the MSC Preziosa. Then she called it Le Havre. Now she's in Southampton. Then she's off to Zeebrugge, Rotterdam, then back to Hamburg, and then bizarrely from Hamburg going up to Norway for the fjords, Bergen, Nordfjord, Haugesund, and then Kristiansund. I think she does. What are they calling this cruise? They're calling this cruise the 14-day round-trip Metropolitan Norwegian and Hamburg. Norwegian Perla. How about some info on Norwegian Perla? Norwegian Perla. Let's have a look. Stats, shall we? Norwegian Perla, 8 years old. Built in 2017. I wasn't listening to the radio, I've got to confess, so I'm not sure what the numbers are on board. But she's got somewhere maximum capacity. Oh, there we go. We see some pretty lights now. 3,400 is the maximum capacity on board. 900 crews, probably around that sort of number. I don't know if anyone was listening to the radio. No one's putting messages up. No. And her sister ship is the AIDAPerla, which we also get here in the port of Southampton. It's one of the advantages with the AIDA ships. I often follow those. I often follow the AIDA ships at night time because they are very pretty indeed. All the lights, so it doesn't matter if it's dark. You've got something to look at. Oh, she's pointing the right way. Oh, she's actually pointing forward. I thought she was pointing backwards. So 3 short blasts do normally mean going astern, but she's not going astern. She's going the right way. On the move. You can see the 4-litre refinery there, still flaming away in the distance. There's some great patterns here on the dome there in the middle. I imagine they've got a show going on at the moment. What time is it? It's 10 to 10. Yes, it's probably the finale of the show. Excellent blue spanner. Matt King says they might have said numbers, but he couldn't make out what they were saying. Oh, that's probably why I didn't hear it then. It's really odd considering that it's really close to the antenna, but sometimes you just can't pick ships up. There's other times when they're miles away and pick them up easily. I don't get it. AIDAPerla, have a quick look. Where's she normally based? Based a lot in Hamburg, and very similar to the other ship we had this evening. So she does sort of Europe and the fields. That seems to be what she does. Pretty much all through the summer, and then in the winter, I think she heads down to the Canaries and then across to the Caribbean, like so many of them do. Yep. So she's sort of British version of like sort of P&O Iona by going up to the fields. Well, with a very bright light display. As excellent, as shipmate Neil Mundy says, the AIDA ships always put on a good light show. They do indeed. Shipmate Paul Waterman's wondering if you have any German umper bands on board. I don't know. I don't know if they're in vogue or not. Umper bands these days. I mean, if you're going to a beer festival or something, I don't mind an umper band for a little bit. And there's that whizzy section on the top there. Well, the shipmate Josh says, am I doing a live stream Friday at the 5 ships in again? No, I think it's actually Saturday. Shipmate, there's 5 ships in. Saturday the 3rd. Yes, I will be doing that one. And they're really good times as well. On Saturday, they are departing at, where are we? 2 at 4 o'clock, 1 at 5, 1 at 5:30, and then 1 at 6. So it's every half an hour we've got something going on. It'll be very exciting. You can see the name of the ship there, the brand AIDA. With that green A, it's sometimes rather reminds me of ASDA. Oh, there, Barbara. The shipmate Paul Waterman says, proper sausages on board and no see-through bacon. Good point. I don't think you could get on this cruise ship at this port because it's not... I don't know. I'd have to... I'm pretty sure I've asked Paul, because it'd be quite interesting to get onto an AIDA ship and have a look, and I'm pretty sure he said that you can't get on. It's not something he can deal with. You often see the Starlinks on the ships these days. They have little clusters of them all scattered around. I'm not sure if there are Starlinks on here. Oh, yeah, it might be right. Yeah. Could be. I think it was Typha 1 was saying. Oh, yes, I'd imagine that looks like a little selection. Oh, it is, yes. A little selection of Starlinks up there. I noticed on Norwegian Aqua that they were all, there was like clusters of them in various parts of the top of the ship, although I think they were the newer, smaller ones. I'm not entirely sure. They didn't look very big. They look quite big. Although I suspect Ada may have had them for longer. AIDAPerla, I mean. Okay, some lovely reflections this evening. It's very calm and flat out there. Hardly any wind. Absolutely perfect. And it's still
MSC Preziosa, just west of the tower. That's
50 degrees.
So thank you. It's the City of London, east of the Abdi, inbound for a pilot at Foxtrot boarding time 23:15. Slowing down as we speak.
Shipmate Williams says, "Do we hear why she was late? Hope a crew member didn't forget a passport like last time." Oh, yes, I remember. Was that on Ada? Was it? I definitely remember one of the cruise ships. Somebody forgot their passport. I mean, that's going to be an expensive donut fine in the staff canteen, isn't it? Oh, she is now turning around. Oh, some lovely pictures. No, I didn't hear why. I'm just wondering if perhaps there was a delay in some of the excursions. Normally seems to be the problem, and they tend to go to London, and I suspect they probably just get delayed somewhere along the way. Well, there, shipmate Mike Washka from North Texas. Always nice to see ships in Southampton when dialing up YouTube. Oh, North Texas, eh? Oh, what about whereabouts North Texas? I don't know if that qualifies as Austin, or is that more like Middle Texas? I've been to Austin a few times. Yeah, you can see all those lights down the side there. Very pretty, isn't it? Shipmate Shepherd Book says he'll be saving his money and not getting internet service. That is the problem. It is quite expensive. I know when I went on Norwegian Aqua last time, it was, how much was it? Something like £145 for 7 days of internet, of high-speed internet. I mean, I needed it because I was uploading films every day. But yes, if I wasn't doing that, I don't think I would have bothered. Quite enjoy not having internet access sometimes. Oh, excellent. Bluesbound parking. Oh, yes. Often known as Asda Primark. Yeah. Yes, that's a great alternative name. Look, so there's a fair number of shipmates out on deck. Well, it's quite mild out there. There's hardly any wind. You can see why. Ship's wondering why this is the only ship with a light. I don't know. I've often wondered why some of the other ships don't have lights. I mean, it's quite a feature, isn't it? It certainly makes the ship very recognisable. And I actually noticed quite a few people do actually come and watch the AIDA ships leave because they are such a sight on the water. So, yeah, you're right. I don't know why. Well, the shipmate Terry says, when's your next live stream? I'm not entirely sure, but definitely Saturday, because we've got 5 ships on Saturday. In fact, someone has even suggested I might live stream them coming in, which I may well do if I can get up early enough. Normally at that time, it just depends if I can fit it in with work and so on. And let's have a look. I think we're starting at 4 o'clock on Saturday. We've got Sky Princess and Celebrity Apex departing at 4 o'clock. Then we've got Ventura at 5, Iona at 5:30, and MSC Preziosa at 6. I should be amazed if they all manage to depart bang on time. By the way, lots going on Saturday. And if I actually said, oh no, I've said where she's going next. She's off. This ship she departed from Hamburg, called in at Le Havre. This is AIDAPerla. And now she's in Southampton. Then she's off to Bruges tomorrow, then Rotterdam, then back to Hamburg again.
Station calling Southampton, VHS.
Then going to Bergen in Norway, Njordfjord in Norway, Hogstad in Norway, and then Kristiansand in Norway, and then back to Hamburg. It does feel quite humid. Good set of flashing lights. Should make Jack travels. Should make Jack travels. What time do they get in? Round about 6 in the morning. They'll all pretty much arrive bow to stern, because they will arrive promptly, and obviously they can schedule their arrival times better than their leaving times. So it'll be very busy. I don't think I've done too many ships arrivals. Shipmate Josh Critics asks if I'll be streaming the Return of the Independence of the Seas on the 12th of May. Ooh, don't know. What day's the 12th of May? What day is the 12th? It's not often I do arrivals. 12th of May is a Monday. I suspect not. But you'll probably see her on the streaming cameras anyway, because we are streaming all the time, even if I'm not doing a particular ship's TV. Distinctive graphics as well on the AIDA ships. We really got a chance to see it from this direction, but it looks like a big pair of lips. Yeah, just about see an eyeball then. Shipmate Williams says, "Do we hear numbers, or are they only given when vessels start and stop it?" No, they always give numbers. Sometimes they give them and I don't hear them, or equally, sometimes they give them when they're a bit further down Southampton water and I don't hear their radio transmissions. Yeah, it's slightly annoying. I wish to do it more reliably when the ship is actually in radio range, but they don't seem to play those games. Should be Paul Portsmouth says, "Do you have to pay for cars in Mayflower Park?" You do have to pay for parking in Mayflower Port. Yes, that's true. In Mayflower Park, rather. But if you sat in your car, I think you probably don't have to bother. So that's normally what I do. But I would normally take my iron horse down there. But I went down there at lunchtime today. Had my little picnic on the new benches that are down there with a great view of Mein Schiff 3. And mine, Asda. This is why I try not to call ships by nicknames, because I'll get stuck in there. AIDAPerla, just passing Dockhead now. Yeah, there are quite a lot of shipmates out and about, which I'm not surprised. It's past dinner time now. What a great evening to watch as your ship passes through the wonderful port of Southampton, off on the way to France Land in Le Havre, heading down Southampton water. Well, I hope you enjoyed that one, shipmates. It's a rather extended one, and certainly if they do come back Saturday at 4 o'clock for a 5-ship departure day. Got to enjoy a 5-ship departure day. Oh, there is two P&O ships. We've got P&O Iona and P&O Ventura. And Ventura will pass Iona. So we could be in for a little treat of some extra honking.
BTS, AIDAPerla, Western Shelf now, outbound.
Oh, quick, give us some numbers.
AIDAPerla, BTS, good evening, and very traffic.
Okay, thank you.
No, apparently not. No numbers. Anyway, that's a bit of a shame. So yes, do come back Saturday, shipmates. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. And if you are subscribed, do check. Because I've had a couple of shipmates recently tell me that they haven't been getting the notifications. And when they've checked, they've become unsubscribed. Apparently it's a bit of a YouTube thing. Worth checking. And if you do subscribe, then also you can hit the notifications. And every time I go live, you'll be notified. So many thanks to all my Patreons, PayPal donors, subscribers. Most of all, the Blue Spanner crew who are here in the chat all the time and helpfully pick up things I don't hear or don't realise what's happening. And I shall be back on Saturday at 4 o'clock. I shall continue following AIDA down Southampton water. But until next time, shipmates.
Project 7 VGS, thank you for that, sir. Dock code is 2.37, clear to proceed if it's safe to do so.
Copy, thank you.
CMA, CJ Mossad, CMA, CJ Mossad, Southampton Vitas.